Hey guys, going on here, but you can call me Chris. So basically today we're talking about something this is very different. This is a very different thing that I'm doing right now. Alright, so I'm going to give you the full rundown. Basically, I went to the movie theaters to watch the new Wolverine movie. Pretty badass, by the way. And while I was watching the movie, actually before the movie, there was what's it called? Like a trailer, I guess you could say, an advertisement, really, for YouTube, a YouTube advertisement, which I don't really see that often, like ever at all. Advertisements in theaters for YouTube, I don't think I've ever seen that. And basically, it was promoting something called YouTube Geek Week, which sounds very interesting. I consider myself, a geek for certain subjects, and those main subjects are probably video games and movies and TV shows. I combine movies and TV shows as entertainment in general, okay? And yeah, so since I, usually do video games on my channel, it's not something different. I figured I would just make 5 videos, one for each weekday, of me just, either reviewing or talking about a TV show or a movie that I saw. Most will probably be on Netflix, maybe a few things that are still in theaters. It all depends. We'll see. It'll be fun, hopefully. So today, I don't know. I went on Netflix, touring around Netflix. I just finished the Breaking Bad series, so I was kind of desperate for material to watch. I have to be addicted to something. I mean, I just got off Breaking Bad. Well, actually, Breaking Bad's coming soon. But anyway, so yeah, this show that was Netflix only, apparently, it was a Netflix original series, which immediately got me interested because that's kind of cool that Netflix is making their own shows to show to us. It's like, giving you even more of a reason of subscribing to Netflix. So it's called Orange is the New Black, and it is very I don't know. Basically, I didn't watch a trailer or anything on it. If you want to watch the trailer, I don't suggest you do because I thought the trailer was stupid, to be honest. But I didn't watch the trailer when I first decided to watch it. I just, looked interesting. It was Netflix original, so I clicked it. And immediately I was presented with some, girl on girl action. I was like, oh yeah, this is the stuff. But, I don't know, I wasn't, after a certain amount of time, I thought that intro to the whole thing kind of killed it a little bit. Because it kind of, ruined this sense of, I don't know, affection that you have for the characters. Not in, a creepy way, but, in a, I don't want them to die way. Basically, I'll give you the rundown of what the show's about. So you're following the main character is a girl named Piper Chapman. And she is the classic, classy girl, blonde hair, not the smartest, but not the stupidest. And just a more or less kind of high-class, clean girl. And 6 years before this show takes place, 6 years before, she had a lesbian lover. She was in love, her girlfriend was a drug cartel member or something like that. She transported drugs, large amounts of drugs. And so Piper, she was lesbian with this girl named Alex. And so Alex convinced Piper to bring drugs over a border. And I don't know how that worked out, how somehow she convinced Piper to do that, but Piper did it, and it went well, and it worked out fine. She didn't get caught. But bam! Flashback 6 years later, somehow, randomly, what's her name broke up. Piper and Alex broke up. Now Piper is a straight woman, very high class. Boyfriend is the guy from American Pie. You'd notice him immediately. And somehow her name pops up as, a transfer of drugs. And she has to serve 15 months in prison. So her world pretty much got shattered. Nobody that she knew really knew about that whole lesbianage activity that she did when she was younger. Nobody knew that she transported drugs. Nobody knew really anything. So imagine having to explain to your family and your boyfriend that you were once a lesbian and you're going to prison for 15 months for transporting drugs. Yeah. So, immediately you're kind of captivated by the whole situation, how overwhelmingly, horrible it is, really. Just, you can imagine, after 6 years having to tell your family that's pretty bad. But, so, you feel a bit of remorse for Piper, but at the same time, it's like, why the hell would you do that in the first place? So yeah, flash forward, she gets sent to prison. Immediately you can tell that she's an outcast because most of the girls in prison aren't as high class as her. She's not rich, Piper, but she's very, like I said, clean, and there isn't too many problems with her. Most girls in prison are, weren't raised in the best manner, or got themselves caught up in businesses that they shouldn't have. And she definitely doesn't fit in. She's asking for things that are completely foreign to everyone in the prison, and she immediately makes enemies by accident by saying certain things that she probably shouldn't have. It's just amazing how, as soon as she gets into a problem and fixes a problem, she makes another one, or as soon as she makes a friend, she loses one, and how slowly people start hating her, and it's just very interesting to see the transitions that go through each character. And the whole story isn't necessarily about only Piper, okay? There's a wide variety of characters that are covered during the show. And, for example, you have, like, main characters from each district. I'm going to call them districts because that's what it's described as in the show. Each ethnicity has their own, group, so you have the African-American girls. It is a female prison, if you haven't already guessed. African-American girls stick together, always stick together. You got the Latino girls sticking together. You got the white girls and, like, the more kind of maybe high-class English-speaking girls, whatever. And then you got the redneck girls. I don't know why that's their own class, but it is. And then you got, like, Asian girls and whatever, mixed between. And it's just very interesting. It's like each ethnicity has their own problems, and it slowly switches between them. But Piper always seems to have, like, the worst problem. And yeah, I'm just not gonna spoil anything, really. I've been going on about this for a long little while. I'll leave the trailer in the description, but I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't even watch the trailer. Just go on Netflix. You'll find it pretty easily. Orange is the New Black is what it's called. It's the first episode might not captivate you too much. Just give it like 3 episodes. I think you'll get into it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you don't have Netflix, I am not sponsored with Netflix, so I don't have a free trial, but I'm sure 50 million other YouTubers out there do. So if you really need it, then go friggin' let someone else make money off you. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and make sure to let me know if you watch the series and whether or not you like it. Until next time, peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed.